Hey people, welcome to build day 12. Wanted to show you the netting in the pirate area so you can get a little bit better view of it. It was kind of shaky last night, but set dresser did this. I was just installing it, and she was telling me where to attach it. This is going to be for the ship's wheel. I've said that multiple times. And the bar scene and that piston netting. So you got to see this. You got to see the front of the haunt and the rest of the maze yesterday. Today's chore is going to be maintenance and cleanup and a little bit of setup. We're going to get some stuff out into the haunt. First order of business for me, before I can do anything else, is a shop. I need to at least get the floor space in here cleaned up, get the garbages emptied, what have you. Not going to take that long, I hope. Once that's done, we will be switching over to prop setup and maintenance, or not setup, what should I say, prop delivery and maintenance. We're going to get started out here on the backyard, and everything that needs to go out into the haunt is going to go out into the haunt. But as you can see, it's a freaking disaster area out here, so I need to clean up, I need to mow. That's all going to be a part of it. Some of the stuff just goes straight out into the haunt. Other pieces, like these pillars here, I'm going to be cutting those in half, so we'll have 4 pillars instead of 2 pillars. That's something I've got to do today. The monster in the crypt, if I remember right, last year we had trouble with the reindeer motor or the windshield wiper motor in there. So I gotta get that in the shop, hook it up, and see if it just needs a new windshield wiper motor, or if it's dead, or what. The mechs here for the tombstones, I think I'm going to leave these in here for now, in the shed. Just for the simple fact, I don't have the tombstones to go on them. I don't want to put the empty stands out. But the mech for the pirate, the well from hell, the stocks, you know, they all need to go out. Everything else needs to go out. The well from hell, I got to do some final assembly on it and test it, make sure it's working. The stocks there, I do know the hands need the motors replaced, so I need to do maintenance on those. You know, so it's just going to be basically going through things. Pillars, you know, for a queue line, those could go out to the back of the pirate bar thing, and you could set them up there, and they're off the grass and out of the way. So, you know, it's just a little bit of this and that. It's basically just a lot of running around. So we're going to go ahead and get started on that, get things kind of semi where they need to go, and then we'll go from there. Hey guys, I'm tired, and I really haven't done much all day today. And I know you guys haven't gotten very much footage, and I'm sorry. We just got done. You notice all the props are gone off the grass. We got everything kind of cleaned up, except for that mess over there, and they could stay like that for the time being. Wind's just going to knock it down again. That's what happened. But we just got done mowing. Hey, Kaylee, there's your hacky stack. Huh? Daddy didn't mow that up. You're surprised. It's amazing. But anyway, all the props that were sitting out there, with the exception of the motor stands for the mechanized tombstones, are out front. And this. And I know YouTube, copyright infringement. You know, put a cork in Paul McCartney. This is the last one I had to do. And it's basically work with motors on it. The middle one here, I need to take off my stop key. The broke last year. The thing is only supposed to go like that. And he was actually going in a circle, and that's because my little stop bar I had in there broke. These two are supposed to bounce up and down, and the motors fell apart on me because they got bound up in the while they were in storage. But anyway, it was almost dinner time. We're about ready to lose our son, so I figured, well, I'd take a break and I can work on the stocks after dinner if need be, if I don't have them done beforehand. But so I got the stocks to do from out back. Sue gave me a hand getting these out. These were for sale down at Costco last year, and I bought 8 of them to use as my queue line. We have a rope that we stretch between them. So we got those out here. And we got some of the rope that came with the fishing net. There's my pneumatic pirate that stands up and swings the sword. He's not hooked up, he's not in place, but he's out here. That was the main thing. Then we got more rope from the netting, and that's the base to the stocks, the oars, another ammo box, all out here, just kind of sitting in there. We won't get those in the final position until we get more in here. And then remember the 2 pillars I have from the old mausoleum? There's half of them. We cut them down. And what we're going to do is we'll have a gate across here, and I got those 2 ceramic gargoyles are going to go up here, which I still need to get eyes into yet, and I haven't made it around to doing that. Been too damn tired after working out here. We got Elder Watson out here. He's not in final position, and his lid's not attached, but we'll get him there. And then we got the well from hell out here, and then the other half of the pillars are underneath that. And I took some time. We got the windshield wiper motor working. If you remember last year, we were having problems with it. In fact, we were having problems with the windshield wiper motor in the well from hell too. So I spent a better part of the day messing around with the windshield wiper motors in both of those, and they're both fixed and working. But that's about as far as we've gotten today. Not a lot of major progress, but it's progress of a sort. I'm going to head back in and work on the stocks until dinner, I think. Figure I might just fix the head and leave the hands the way they are. I don't know. Depends on how much trouble I want to go through. All right, working on the stocks. I'm working on the one for the head. And you'll notice the screw going back and forth here. It was this screw that broke off that was causing the head just to spin in a circle. So all you had to do is replace it. Now I gotta flip it over, put it back in its hole, tighten it down, and it's good to go. Now on the hands. This one is binding up and has been for ages. And I think it's because the arm is out of whack. If I move these bolts over, I can slide the whole arm assembly over and tighten down that one a little bit, and that one should work. It's either that or the motor's fried. Now that one there, it got stuck in storage, and when I went to take it out, I ended up ripping the motor apart. So the motor's going to have to be totally replaced. But the linkage is okay. So it should be just a simple fact of replacing the motor. I'm debating on whether I want to do that or not. It depends on how the wife wants to do it this year. The stocks, that is. So I'm going to have to kibitz with her and find out. After talking with a set dresser, we made an executive decision. We took the 2 arms out. This is going in the pirate display. So we figured what I'm going to do is one of the Costco pirate skeletons I got. We're going to fit in here. We'll just have the arms going straight through the armholes. But I'll decapitate it, take the head off, and I'll attach it to the thing so the head will turn. It'll fit in the scene a lot better. Usually we put a little mannequin on, dressed up in a black robe with a mask, and that really doesn't fit. So I got to go get this installed. But other than that, it is done. Which means I think after dinner I'm going to bring the ship's wheel out. And we'll get the motor part of it in here and worked on. The motor needs to be replaced. And since I've got all my electrical tools and stuff out, we might as well work on the ship's wheel. Well, thanks to Sue Ann and Morgan, we got the pieces for the bar up here, or I should say out in the haunt. And we got the ship's wheel out. All the rest of the pieces to the ship's wheel are out in its display. This is the mast. This is what everything attaches to. And that there is what I got to replace. It conked out on us last year. So I've got to replace that motor, and I don't have a reindeer motor. So I'm going to use a different motor in it. And I'm going to have to do a plate or something on there and work on that. But we ran into a problem out in the hunt, and let's go show you that real quick. All right, problem we had was with the stocks. I got them out here, and you see where that's sitting? It's right in line with the fence. This hand's going to be sticking over the fence a little bit, and if I turn it so it's flush, you know, coming out instead of at an angle, all three pieces are right at the fence line. And I don't want, like my animated props, anywhere near a fence line because people will mess with them. We've learned that one the hard way. So what we ended up doing is, just out of curiosity, we brought the bar out. And that's an old, not a Murphy bed. Oh shit, it's a bed frame though. I can't think of the name of it right now. But brought it out. It will fit next to that wall. So what we're going to do is we're going to move the bar scene from this tent over to this tent. We're going to put the bar in here. My pneumatic Pirate will go in semi in front of it. We'll do the treasure chest and some pirates sitting and drinking and what have you here in this area. A little bit smaller display for that, but that's going to allow us to take the stocks and the ship's wheel and put them over here. I have plenty of room for both over here, and we can do some other things in here with some of the other pirate gadgets that we got. But we ended up having to move it around just because of size. That ship's wheel, which is, you got the wheel there and the side rails for it there, would have taken that whole nook in the other tent. We just left that little bump out, you know, for anything else, and just wasn't going to work. So we ended up having to move that around, move things around a little bit. My next job is the mast on the for the ship's wheel that I just showed you. I've got to get that motor replaced and then get it into its display and get it put together and get it positioned. I can get the stocks over, get them into position, and then I've got the bar I can put together and get it into position, and so on and so on and so on. It's 10 o'clock. I need to call it quits. I can go in and edit this and get it uploaded, and I can get to bed halfway decent. I haven't been lately because I've been doing daily vlogs, and that's the evil of doing daily vlogs. Now, on the ship's wheel, I'm messing around with 2 different motors, and I've had to mess around with linkage and stuff. I've got a slower motor, which is what I had in there to begin with, but the torque on it isn't exactly what I like. You know, it wants to stick every so often, and it might be the gearing in there. I'll probably try a second one of those. I've got this one here. It's a higher speed one. That's a 5 to 6. This is 10 to 12. So it's about double what that one is. And I'm debating on whether I want to use it or not. I think before I start messing with it, I'm going to get a second one of those out and give it a try. See if it's causing the same problem. It's basically going around and hitting about here and then jamming. It doesn't want to go any further, and it doesn't want to go backwards. So need to double check things. And then basic reasoning why I want to try the second one before I mess with anything is the connection part here, the nipple off the engine, off the motor. On this style, there's a screw thread hole there, and that's how I've got my rod set up for. With the other one, there isn't there, and I have to do a different connection on it to make it work, which means enlarging the hole on that piece. And I'm not too sure about that. I'm getting too damn tired to think straight. But anyway, I gotta go get things shut down out front. We're done in here for tonight. I'll meet you guys out on the front stoop for the evening wrap up. Alright, end of the day wrap up. If you remember right, back when I started setup, I mentioned I had a bunch of miscellaneous projects that needed to get done. Well, the majority of them got done today. A lot of them were maintenance projects. So, you know, we're pretty much caught up. I gotta get the ship's wheel done, and that's just a little bit of tinkering. It's gonna take an hour or two on Sunday to get them done. And I'll explain why I said Sunday instead of Saturday here in a moment. But once the ship's wheel's done, I gotta get it out here into its display, get it put together. I've gotta get the bar put together, since we ended up bringing it out early. Then the only other maintenance thing I've got is the attack spider, which I'll do when we get it down out of the attic. Because right now it's sitting up in the attic. And that one, I've got a shiatsu massager inside the attack spider that runs the legs, you know, to make the legs move up and down. And some of the strings wore out and finally broke. So I need to fix those strings. Past that, I've got some Scooby-Boo boards that need to be worked on, or not worked on, but put into cases. And I gotta get their sound systems and stuff, the sound card and stuff in it programmed. And I got those 3 ceramic skulls I want to put on a plaque. So we've just about got all the little projects done, and we'll be working on them off and on between now and time we open. If I can get the ship's wheel done and get it out here, we're gonna probably head down into the basement and start pulling the rest of the stuff out of the basement, minus the electrical and the speakers and the stereo. I keep adding to the list. Before you know it, I'm not going to be pulling anything out. But, you know, we've got the fireplace down there, and a bookshelf for the witch's display, and a few other things. You know, we can get those out here. But that is going to take place on Sunday. I keep bringing up Sunday. The reason why I'm bringing up Sunday is tomorrow should be build day 12 for the haunt. There is going to be no building tomorrow whatsoever. Our Northwest Haunt Association, our Facebook group, is having a haunt tours. In fact, tonight, Friday night, they're doing a round down in Portland. Troy, Troy, I'm butchering your name. Troy from Scare Hollow put all this together. And they've got a tour bus that they've rented, and they're going to 3 haunts down in the Portland area. Everyone's getting VIP passes, so you don't have to wait in the line, and they're getting some nice goodies in a swag bag. Well, tomorrow night is the Seattle leg, and they're doing the same thing. We got a tour bus, a swag bag, and VIP passes to 3 haunts up in the Seattle area. So Sue Ann and I bought tickets to go on it. So we're going to take a day off from here, and we're going to go over to the coast and have a play day, or I should say a play night, which is going to be kind of fun, just hanging out with some other haunters and relaxing and stuff. You know, we're not doing farmers markets or anything. But the fun starts about 6 p.m. tomorrow. We're going to drive over early. We've got picked up some stuff for Hellmouth. We're going to swing by his place, drop it off real quick, and then get together with some friends and go out to dinner. Then do the haunt tours, and then stay the night over there, and then drive home Sunday morning. I am taking my good vlog cam, or my video camera. So we'll get you some footage. I will not be able to film inside any of the haunts, but you'll get a look at the outside, the group, some footage on the tour bus, you know, that sort of thing. And we'll be uploading that with Sunday's vlog. So it'll be up Sunday evening. So Sunday evening, you're going to get 2 vlogs to watch. I will be uploading no vlog tomorrow night. So you're going to have a little bit of lag. You'll have this video to watch tomorrow, and then you won't have anything to watch until late Sunday. So Just to let you know. Give you a forewarning. I've kind of ran you through everything. So I am going to call it quits. Stay spooky. Stay toxic.